What's good, YouTube? I don't know if you guys know, but we only got a couple days, like 100 days before it's actually the end of the year. For this home stretch, I felt like, you know what? Why don't I just start not just filming my workouts, filming what I do, but at the same time track the consistency and keeping myself accountable, you know, because this is one way for me to keep myself accountable. So today I'll just show it to you guys what I'm gonna do for my workout, and then I'll talk to you guys during the workout session. Let's get it. Now there's one thing that, you know, so that's why I'm trying to avoid just focusing on one part of the muscle, but just straight up just try to evolve all the muscles in just one workout. So right now, as you can see, I got this from Dick's. It was about 30 bucks, but it's definitely worth the investment, because if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't be able to do much pull-ups anymore. And so I feel like now I'm only gonna dedicate myself towards getting better up to a point where I don't need to wear this anymore. It's some tough sessions for sure, because I feel like since I had an injury on my left wrist when I went through basic training, my left wrist is not as strong as my right. So every time I would like feel it, every time it involves like either just hanging, it will affect it, or even on the bench press too. I try to avoid bench press because my wrist is like this, and it's truly just, basically I'm saying it's just not strong enough compared to my right wrist. So either way, even though I do want to use this for higher reps at first, I always try not without this first to see how much can I do without it. And then once I see enough achieving my limit, then I use this to go out with the reps. So. That's 5. Probably can do 2 more. Let's see. And then I'll start using the straps. Alright guys, so I know I've explained to you guys exactly why I try to avoid bench. I think that probably you guys would most likely understand if I showed you guys what I mean. So here we go. So basically, it could be not just a flat bench, but also an incline bench too, where I'm literally holding my weight with my wrist, right? And for that reason, that's why it bothers me so much with the bench press, because let me explain to you something. When I go ahead and bring it down, right, in order for me to get my chest, right, I shouldn't be going laterally with my elbows like this, right? It also risks of an injury and tearing the side of my chest, right? So I always try to have my wrist always facing up and my arms going down. Now, I'm not saying this is the proper way to do it. I'm doing research about it. I'm not a personal trainer, I'm just a coach. But this is what actually works for me the best. So I come down with my arms down, and until the bar actually comes to my chest, and then I go back up like this, right? Now, as you may see, this is a Smith machine. So my wrist wouldn't really be affected as much with a Smith machine than an actual free hold bar. But either way, just so I can show you the movement. When for example, right, my wrist is locked in. And here's the reason why. When I put weight on bench presses, it's much harder for me than when I do weighted push-ups, for example. Because you may think, oh, but weighted push-ups, you're also locking in the wrist. That's right. But I'm not just using my muscles from my forearm and my wrist. Here, it mostly involves your forearm and your wrist. There, it involves triceps, shoulders, and this can affect that too, but not as much as weighted push-ups. And so for that reason, I always try to do weighted push-ups the most, because not only for this reason, but because I want to be able to improve my other calisthenic skills, such as a handstand push-ups or anything calisthenic wise that I can improve on. Just like basic skills that I want to be able to develop. As I'm like only focusing on the basics right now, but as I feel like I've achieved a certain point where I've been lifting probably 2 or 3 plates on weighted push-ups, then I feel like I can move into the next step. So that's where I'm trying to go to. So I just got done with my workout. I wish I could have done more, but unfortunately I woke up later today since I did basketball yesterday from 8 to about 10:30 or so. So today I woke up feeling really tired, but I still came out and put in the work anyways, even though it wasn't at the time that I put my alarm clock to. My alarm clock didn't run out as well because my cell phone died. So I forgot to charge it while I was sleeping. But either way though, I was able to get the work in. And this video, bro, is probably gonna be a series that I'm about to do. I think I'm gonna call it the amount of days that it has been from this series, where I'm gonna try to post it on a daily basis. And it will be just me being raw and authentic. And I think the name of this series is gonna be Day 1 of probably achieving my other self, or something other self, because that's my goal is to be the version of Lucas that I've never witnessed before in my life. And you know how many people just start focusing on themselves when it's at the end of the year, when it's the time to make the resolution, the goals for next year, whatever. No, I'm gonna start doing that today. I'm gonna start really putting focus on making sure that I'm ready for when the end of the year comes. I'm way steps ahead than everybody else who are just ready to start at that time. I'm gonna be so ahead of my competition of who is trying to start the business just like me. And I'll be really standing out towards all of my competitors because I have done the work earlier than them. So it's all about a matter of time, but sooner or later the results that I'm looking for will come up. And it's all about keeping the consistency. So yeah, guys, I'll try not to make as long as I have done so already in this video. The reason why I'm also gonna post more of this video is not only because it's raw and it's authentic and it's just you seeing me and you hearing my mentality when it comes to these workouts, but it's also because I need to post a lot more in YouTube. I feel like the reason why I haven't been posting a lot is because there's always the excuse of, oh, I haven't edited good enough. I know it can be better. Oh, I know that there's so much more that I can do in this video. But every time I have that mentality, that's when I delay a lot more on the videos of which I'm trying to post because of too much editing, too much perfection, whatever. And I'm trying to get rid of that perfection. I have to realize that in order for me to make it out, this personal brand, I gotta focus on quality for sure, but most importantly, quantity first. So that's why you guys are gonna be seeing me posting a lot more YouTube videos from now on. My main goal is to burn body fat. That way I can get as lean as possible, because trust me guys, I've tried multiple times going in a bulky season, which I have done so right now. I do feel good with how my body feels, but I know I would feel a lot better if I do get lean. So that being said, right now, I believe I'm at 87 kilograms. I do the research, but I believe that's around 190 pounds. So my goal one day is to get to like 200 or 205 pounds, but with lean muscle. But just for now though, I'm gonna get lean. I'm gonna try to get between 10 to 12% body fat. Once I get there, then I'll worry about bulking from there. But thanks for y'all joining the video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.